URT. Who are we? URT. Big up the URT army. Big up Jarvis. We're already here early birders, mate. Big up Jamie Wayne. He says, by the way, Amorim, don't use wing backs.
Yeah. Come on, Jamie. Yeah. Stop listening to Goldbridge. Don't listen to Goldbridge. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't even know I don't know if that's what he was saying. I'm not even, I don't watch Goldbridge. So, no, I had a vegetable patty today, mate. Yeah, big up the vegetable patty. Can't be that good patty, lad. You can't be a good patty. Big up to everybody. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. Welcome to the URT. We got a tactical breakdown tonight. We're going to be going over all our notes, all the research me and our Jarvis have done. And we're going to look at maybe, and then we want you to get involved as well in the chat tonight. Possible 11 possible players of Manchester United squad. What are we going to do with the players that we have? Lucky Singh is already gone. Amad Diallo, Harry Maguire, Mason Mount, Harry Imos, new manager. I would look at them after the international break. Wow. There might be even some quotes coming out. There's some photos that are out on Twitter that I'm seeing. Him meeting the players. I don't know if he's got his work permit yet, but yeah, Jarvis, get in, you guy. Big up, Sam.
Big up, Sam. Big up.
Yeah. Incensio, Kiricas moves January. Yeah, big up. Big up, Nora. Up the Chelsea. Hey, no up the Chelsea on this channel, but you're welcome. Yeah. Oh, God. Good evening, all. Good evening, all.
Mr. B.
I'm taking the piss. Uses wing backs, taking piss out. Go, yo, big up, Jamie Wayne. Love. Obi Martin should play in the under 21s. Yeah, he should definitely play. Big up Nuruddin and Jarvis. Big up to everybody. Welcome, people.
Big up. Welcome. Did under 21s play tonight? Didn't they play? I heard Malacia was starting. Oh, you're on mute.
Yeah, I did see something earlier today. I'll double check.
Yeah. I'm very excited to have a Malacia back. I think he could be a vital part in us going forward, at least the next couple of months, because I think we need a left full back, wing back. I don't know what to call it. Wing back. I will call it wing back from now on, not full back. That's not the proper term, or traditional wing backs. How we want to see it. 100%. A lot of people in the house. Yeah, Madison, he comes in and say the under 21s, they lost 4-1. Okay. Yeah. Not a good result then. But at least do any of you know how Malacia did? Did he play the full 90 or did he just have a...
I'm trying to check my app just to see because I've got the app on here just to have a look. So just let me just see. I'm trying to, but my internet is acting really funny.
Okay.
Right, internet, yeah. Huddersfield.
You try that Starlink. I heard so much about it. Starlink and Elon Musk.
Yeah.
We have Abdisis Muhammad, big up Noran Jarvis, Dave 147, big up Dave. Yeah, I saw a lot of familiar faces from yesterday. We had a great 2 hours and 45 minutes Jarvis's Corner with Andy Tate. That was actually quite good. So if you haven't seen it, go back and watch the show if you have the time.
Yeah, big up people. Yeah, big up people. Go and check it out. So it says here that they lost 4-1, but round up. This is the under 18th, but I can't find it under 21s.
No.
All right, yeah. Under 21s, yeah. I'm just looking at a little bit of the highlights.
Okay.
I'm just having a little watch of the highlights. There's 3 minutes highlights, and let's see if I can see Malacia. Big up to everybody. Yeah, let me just see who's playing. Malacia's playing.
Yeah, I see here kickoff and cook-off with Givesy comes in and say Malacia had a great game. I'm glad to hear. He needs to come back into match fitness. I think we're talking about at least 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks for him just to get a couple of games with the under 21s, under 18s, some training matches, and maybe he will be ready. But we can't force it. We can't push it. He needs to take his time. He's been out for over 1 year, so I think it will be stupid just to throw him into the game in a couple of weeks. You just need time. Dave 147 comes in and say Malacia looked great. Not sure how long he played. Okay, I don't think he played the full 90, but yeah, it's good to hear. Ian McDonald comes in and says it must be 18 months since he played for us. Yeah, it could be. He didn't play all last season and this season, so about 18 months, I think. It's terrible for a young guy to miss football like that. Lucky Singh comes in and say, I like Marco Cucurella, Jarvis. Yeah, he could be a decent wing back for us, but I don't want to buy anyone from Chelsea. I'm with Noradin on this. Don't give Chelsea any money. Offload. Let them have the bloated squad and their problems. Let's not help them out. They are a direct rival to us competing for the top 5. So, yeah, don't give Chelsea anything. We can give them Rashford. Okay, I'll sell them Rashford. That's okay. Give us 100 million. I'm okay. So, but Lucky Singh say Marco.
We'll take Cole Palmer. No problem.
Okay.
Cole Palmer is the only guy that I want to take.
Yeah. So guys, tonight we're going to cover a lot of. We will talk about Ruben Amorim and what we can expect. We don't have a crystal ball. We can't predict the future, but this is our opinions, how we think. I've been looking through a lot of his tactics, his plays. We all know his famous tactics, the 3-4-3 or the 3-4-2-1. It will be interesting talking about it, and I'm very interested listening to Noradin's take on it, because we see different football differently, but in a way we see different football the same way. So it will be interesting listening to your takes on it, Noradin. So what do you got 100%. So far?
Yeah, 100%. The biggest thing what I've got is that I think if we get the tactical board out, we can have a look at it. But the biggest thing for me is what is the level of compactness that they play with when they lose the ball, and how good the press is, really. How much they all, they hover around the ball. Really, they squeeze around the ball. The levels to which they go to, where they really... So if, let's just say, if the ball is...
Oh, I'll send you the link. Two seconds, so you can... Okay, here's the link.
What they will do, if the ball is on one side, everybody shifts across. So off the ball, boy, oh boy. Bit of a shock for these players. It will exactly be like what the if you know what I mean, let's just say here, let's get the ball here, right? Let's just say the ball is here.
Did you hit the link I sent you?
Yeah. I hit the link. Can you see?
No, I don't see any movement.
Shall I share it?
Any movement on why doesn't it work? 2 seconds. We'll try to share the link again. Okay, copy.
Oh yeah. 1 second. Because it's asking me.
Sorry for the technical issues.
Yeah. Apologies for the technical issues. I think I've got an old one, but let's see if I can use that one. Maybe I've got old one. Can you see this one, Jarvis? Maybe we can share.
No, I don't see any movement.
Maybe I can share this one as well, and you can share your one. So
that's okay. That's okay.
Let's see.
Do that. See, Ian McDonald comes in and say tactical boards reminds me of Championship Manager 2001. What a game it was back in the days. I agree. I love 100%. Championship Manager. Can you imagine?
I became addicted to it.
Yeah.
I became a bit addicted. I had to stop it. Back in the
all nighters, sitting there drinking Coca-Cola and eating potato chips and playing Championship Manager, signing the next big thing.
Can you see this one here?
Yeah, now we see it.
Yeah. So let's just say here, if they playing out, let's just say, this is what I found from the research that I've done. Let's just say here, this is their defense. Let's just say Ipswich. Yeah. I'll say they play out here.
It's 4 in the back. Yeah.
say.
DC is in the house. Jarvis and Nuruddin, greetings. Big up
Big up. Let's say if they're doing this, let's say they're doing this, they're going to play out here, right? So the two centre halves and in here, you know what I mean? Let's say we shape up like this, okay? We're shaping up like this. Let's say Rasmus will go here. Obviously, we're ready to jump. They're ready to play out. If they're about to play the ball here, obviously. And how many people on the pitch here? Number 7 maybe come out wide here. Right, let's just say they go lopsided in it. Like, they've got something here. This is the way they want to play out. These guys come over here. Let's just say everybody shifts. Obviously, you know that in football, wherever the ball is, players are constantly jockeying to the side.
It's situational all the time. Situational.
All the time. So if the ball goes that way, everybody moves that way. If the ball comes this way, everybody moves this way. But what Amorim's team does is literally swarm the flipping team. So let's say the ball goes out here, right? The ball goes out, let's just say here. Everybody's here, right? Everybody's jumping. These guys come across, they shift across here. Obviously, this will go. But then everybody, obviously, will come a bit more because it's a pressing. They're about to press the ball, right? So everybody comes here, right? But everybody shifts across. So what they do is that at least this is the type of things that they're doing. They're literally crowding the ball. If we go to the ball here, they're literally crowding the ball and everything else. And everybody moves across, obviously. This here comes across. And this is literally, the formation is like almost kind of like a diamond. So they're constantly like a diamond. You know what I mean? When it's on the ball, but when they press, the ball is getting swarmed. So
I heard you talk about a pentagon shape, but it's almost like a diamond, but it's a pentagon shape because they press in 5.
But everybody will move up, So they do squeeze, and that's going to be really interesting. There isn't going to be any more shadow fucking pressing where we just pretend, you know what I mean? Like, if you can't do it, and that's why the people are talking about the meeting. So the press is proper on, you know what I mean? People shifting across. The press becomes, and obviously the other team tried to offer some things, so they squeeze, and everybody's squeezing it. So the ball going back here, the ball going here. They try to cut off all of the angles. Even maybe you might even see that. You know what I mean? Where we come and really squeeze the side of the pitch. That is the thing that I've noticed in the notes that I've took. The way Amorim seems
to play this way, Nordin, you have to have what Amorim said: intensity
and aggression. Level of aggression,
intensity. You know, the tenacity to drive, to go at players and actually try to win the ball. As you're saying, no shadow pressing. No, you want to go for it and win the ball and stress them out and win the ball high up the pitch. We have seen bits and spells with this under Ten Hag, but we know he struggled, and I'm not sure if it's as simple as Ten Hag is an idiot or a bad coach. I think it's also on the players. So I think this will be one of the main issues that Amorim needs to work on to get the players going, to get them to press for full 90 minutes, not just for 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. Even Ralf Rangnick struggled with this. He was also gegenpress, the counter press guy. He wanted to stay out. Ralf Rangnick struggled with this. He was also gegenpress, the counter press guy.
Apologies, Jarvis. 1 second. Stop there. Apologies. Go ahead, Jarvis.
Yeah. So this will be the main issue, I believe, from
that was the Matrix, people. That was the Matrix. Glitch in the Matrix.
A glitch in the Matrix. Did you take the red or the blue pill?
But they were going to. But let's give it more context, Jarvis. They were never going to do this for Ralf Rangnick. It's like having a new teacher, like a teacher at in school. You know, like a supply teacher. He was only going to be there for a couple of months. And as soon as they went out of the Champions League, he came out, he said the levels dropped. The levels of the players dropped. So it's like having an soon as they said to Manchester United should have really said, no, he's going to be the manager, maybe for the feasible future. And he's going to be the director. The mentality might have been different because they would have been like, oh, I'm getting rid of you. I'm getting rid of you. I'm getting rid of you. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? So these things could have happened. But the context was they were never going to fully commit to anything he says. When he changed the training times, when he changed it for peak body performance, some of them are complaining, you know, they were feeding Samuel Race's looks, saying that it was too dark and all of that. And remember, like they haven't got cars that have got incredible floodlights. Like, are you taking the piss? It was too dark. It was too dark. Like, it's crazy. The thing about it, let me just answer this. Big up United TV. He said, do you think Amos will get in his team? Well, Amorim is well known to really use like the carrot and the stick with an experienced player saying, if you don't do what I say, I can get the youngsters and they'll do it. He's been known to do that at Sporting Lisbon. He did that at Sporting Lisbon. He was like, if you're not going to do what I'm telling you, the young ones will do it. And he'll pull out some youngsters. So he can work with youth. He can work with young people, with young players. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Norlin, I just posted a comment in your name, but I just said give us a retweet and help reach out to viewers. People, if you hit that link, go to Twitter, give us a retweet. It will help the channel grow. So we are, as always, shadow banned, and YouTube don't show this to a lot of people. So help us out. That was just my 2 cents. 130 people watching. Smash the like. Yeah.
So the biggest thing I wanted to just go back a little bit of the press is basically just to say it's well organized press, it's well intentioned press. Like the line is really squeezed. Everybody squeezes. No more massive gaps when we're doing the shadow pressing. That won't work. It is a really squeeze, and I don't even think I've done it justice. Do you know what I mean?
No.
I've done it justice. But literally, listen. He forces the long balls. I'm going to see him try to force the opposition to play long balls because they know that the level of aggressiveness that it takes for them, teams have to force to play long because the press, the timing of the jumps, the triggers are like it's really intense. You know what I mean? Like this is what it says. I mean, like the wingers are expected to run at the defenders and press hard. Double pivot, Amorim team use a double pivot to prove across the ball and defend in front of the wing back, right? Wing backs, Amorim aggressively press in a position to break the first line. So they literally do that with the first line. You know what I mean? But if this team used the high line to shrink the space available to opponents. And that is what I hope I got that bit across. I really hope I got that bit across because that's the bit.
It will be very interesting to see how the press play will work in the Premier League because we know the Premier League, the tempo of the Premier League, and it's very good, and the quality on the ball. So if you press good quality players with the ball, it's a problem because they are so good at the ball. Their first touch is always perfect. How they lay off the ball for the next pass, so we don't have the time to press. I guess I don't know much about the Portuguese league, but I know that the quality is better of the Premier League. So the press play will be interesting to see, and can he do it? And will he adapt, or will he just keep trying to press high? And another thing is, the weakness of a high press is because you have to have compactness, as you said, both this way and this way. And it means the center back needs to be high up the pitch. So you leave a big space in behind. So if the opposition have pacey wingers, pacey forwards, it could be easily played over and into our space in behind. So that could also be a weakness if the press, if they hesitate for 0.0 of a second, that could be enough to give the opposition the chance to play over. So it will be interesting to see, and I don't know if it will work, but I really hope it will work because this is the modern type of football, and we see it with a lot of good managers now. The high press is so important. I just want to break it down for you guys when it comes to how Amorim is going to play, and we all know the 3-4-3 formation, but the thing is, we have a narrow front three, and we have three in the back. But the key for his system, as I see it, is these two guys, the two center backs that play wide, because they are in a way the playmakers. I see a lot of people talk about the wing backs or the full backs or the wingers or whatever you want to call them. For me, I think the most important players are Martinez, who will play the left, and I don't know if Lenny Yoro will play this, or he will go for a play like, for example, Masraoui in the beginning, because Lenny Yoro is a young guy. I don't know if he will take the level of the Premier League right away. He's more of the future for us.
But it's actually, just to say a little bit about Yoro. Yoro is the closest actually to the Premier League. In the French league, it's the closest in terms of physicality and the pace of it. Yeah. So he's
100%.
actually very good. One of the big things that people who scouted him know is that he's actually very comfortable and very good at playing out wide areas. He's very good. He's good on the recovery, very good on the recovery in his pace. And he's comfortable defending the wide spaces. I do fear for Martinez, Jarvis. Martinez is not as comfortable defending wide spaces as much. Genuinely. And I think so that's why I agree with you. De Ligt will most likely be central.
Yeah, this is just a team that I put up, but we can talk more about how and which player to select in this Amorim team. So for me, when we go to these two guys, because as I said, these two guys are the most important.
One final thing before you carry on, Jarvis. In the chat, please let us know what possible 11 do you think he's going to pick for that first game against Ipswich. Thinking that everybody's available. Get it in. I want to know. Big up to everybody. Please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Go ahead, Jarvis.
Yeah, what he will try to do is he will have the ball, and let's say Martinez has the ball. These two guys are holding the width. They're holding the width, and these will try to drop down and receive the ball in a way. So the element is here, because if you see the opposition, let's say they have a back four like this. They will have to make a choice, because they will probably put two center backs on our number 9. That's how the opposition always do. They have one extra in defense. So what are the fullbacks going to do of the opposition? Are they going to go for our number 10s? Or are they just going to leave our number 10s open for the midfielders? So most likely, their number 3 and 2, their fullbacks, will tuck in to have control here and here. And what they do, because this is the clever thing with this system, because how you operate the number 10s and the wingbacks, because it makes a special dynamic, because it always makes a special place with space. And this is here and here. The wide areas will be open because of the number 10 will drag the fullbacks of the opposition inside, and it will create space. And the clever thing with the wingbacks are they are not up here occupying the space, dragging the fullback out. They have the space in front of them. And as the Serbi, Amorim likes to play the bounce pass. If you guys know what the bounce pass is, it's basically you play the pass and you don't try to turn with the ball. You play it directly on one touch, directly back, or to another player backwards. The good thing with the bounce pass is it's very safe. You never lose the ball when you play the bounce pass on one touch. So this is the Serbi football, and this is what I see when I talk about the hybrid between Klopp and Amorim in how they play the bounce pass. Because when we try to play out from the back, let's say Onana play it to Martinez to De Ligt, go to Mainu, back to Martinez, and for the opposition then to make a choice. Let's say a regular team in a back 5, let's say, will try to give the ball to the wing back. But in an Amorim system, mostly we talk about the false 9, but you have the 10s that will drop down and the fullback will have problems following them. And if they do, they create a big space here. So let's say they play, and the position of the wide back is very important because you can play a bounce pass in here without making it difficult. You can play the bounce pass out to the wing back. So you won't lose possession. Let's say if it was a winger and he was here, it will be a much more difficult pass for the dropping number 10 to play. So they have the ball in front of them when they play the bounce pass. And then the clever thing happened. A lot of the time, the number 10s go wide. And you have the wing back going inside. And suddenly, with a couple of bounce passes, you have created a very good situation for yourself and a difficult situation for the opposition. Another thing they usually do on the Amorim is, if they don't use the dropping number 10 who goes into this area, they just set up the opposition to trick them as they are going to play the ball out to the number 2, the wing back. The opposition come high, they try to press, they overload a lot of people, and basically they just play the bounce pass. Let's make they play the bounce pass here, there, and there. And you shift play to the other side while the opposition have a lot of players on one side. And then what you do then, you often create 2 against 1s. It could be
so you overload on the other side.
Yes, and you can create 2 against 1s here, or you can do it up here. It depends where you go. So the bounce pass also go up and down, or it's to create angles so you can run into it because you have the space in front of you and the player you will pass to behind you. So it makes the pass easy. And this is what I would say is the simplicity and the genius of how I see Amorim football. So yeah, it will be interesting. But the problem, as I see it, is the quality of our players, and do they really understand why we do this? Because they need to understand the full picture.
Reasons why.
The wing back has to understand that he can't occupy the space higher up, even though it's free. You have to wait. You have to be in the right angle for the players. You have to have the right timing as the number 10 when you drop down to receive the ball from the ball playing left or right center back, because they are the key in this system. How they distribute the ball and how they are able, because the last out will be, as I talked about, when the center backs has the ball. Let's say center back Martinez. The last option is playing it long, and you play the ball. Oh, I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to use a line. You play the ball to Højlund or Jokernes as he do, because there will always be, as I said, this space here, and there will be space in the channels for Højlund to run into. So they can play the ball.
They do use the long ball. Yeah, they do use the long ball. They do. Sometimes just to get out. The biggest thing for me is that I don't mind that, Jarvis. The biggest thing I'm going to mind, and the reason why I'm going to be critical of Amorim, is the fact that when we play against a heavy possession team, do our players treat the ball like a hot potato? Or if you get the tactical board back, or does he coach the team a way of keeping the ball? Where players, if you take up the ball back to midfield for Mainu, Ugarte, can we use the wing backs to keep possession? Because I'm always having an out ball wide. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah, and the other big thing is that what players is he going to turn to the ball carriers? Because his system demands ball carriers, Jarvis. His system demands ball carriers. So that's what it's going to be. For me, is that if you play, let's say, Man City, respectable possession of the ball, for me, is about 40%. Less than 40%, I'm like, I'm not sure. 40%, because Man City train on having the more possession under Pep Guardiola. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? Yeah. I don't mind that. If we are hurting them by keeping the ball when we have them, can we string 4 or 5 passes together? Do we treat the ball like a hot fucking potato? That is what I'm going to be judging him on. How well we can keep possession and how well we can hurt teams. These are the most two important things for me. Because one thing is that in the last 12 years, Jarvis, when we come up against teams who are incredible at keeping the possession, we look like Sunday League team players. We have no idea. And how many
100%.
players are going to be playing who are going to be press resistant? So you understand that really, he can keep good possession of the ball. So you look at Diallo, you can look at Mainu, you can look at like Bruno. Bruno is not. Masraoui is. Masraoui keeps really good. His percentage of possession and actually ball carries are really good. Do you know what I mean? They're really, really good. So it's going to be very, very interesting. But in terms of the team, I genuinely worry for Martinez. I worry for Casemiro. Has he got the legs? Because in midfield, Jarvis, if I go back to here, right? In midfield, he demands so much. Of the players in midfield. Let me see if I can go back to it. Let me just present and to share it again. How come I can't see it? Yeah, it's not that one. It's this one. Sorry. There we go. I'll go back to it. Right. So let's take this back here. The positions here. Let's say we play out the thing that he plays out. The playing out, because obviously it's the Portuguese league.
Not in. If you press Control plus on your keyboard, it will get a little bit bigger. It's easier for people to see. If you enhance it a couple of times, Control plus.
Control plus. Where's the plus on a Mac? I've got a Mac. Where's the plus?
I don't know. It's on the question mark after 0 on my.
All right.
No,
let me see. I don't know if there's another way. Yeah, there's got to be a way of actually making.
Because if you see on my, it's a little bit bigger. It's easier. To follow.
Would that be any better if I did that? Is that any better?
No, I don't see anything.
1 second.
They say Mr. Tube say Command plus.
Command. There we go. Yeah.
There we go. Thank you, Mr. Tube.
Is that better?
Yeah, one more. Yeah, there we go. It's perfect. And you have to just X out the that one.
Yeah. So let's just take this back a little bit. If we go here, right? So we're gonna go with Euro here. So that will split here. Let's say we got the ball here. Kobe. Where's Kobe? Mainu here. If we say here, Bruno here. Ireland can be around here. Diallo's there. Masraoui. That's it. Amas is the guy that goes up because one of them, and the thing about it is that the wing backs, one of them is more attackingly minded forward. And one of them is slightly, he'll be around here, while the other one is more forward. Yeah,
it's about balance. It's it's all about balance because you can't overcommit too many people. You have to have some safety. It's also about defending. Football is about defending. So
exactly. So these two drop back, don't they? Like when we're about to play, they drop back to around here. Really, like you said, to make the box as well at times. So the striker would be around here, trying to find space. And actually, sometimes the strikers, when they play out, he literally does this. He comes to the shows
to the wide channel.
In the wide channel.
Yes.
Yeah. And we've not really had really good channel strikers for a long time. So Unana's got the ball here, and he's playing out. Like when the other team try to press, actually, like you showed it on yours, Jarvis, it can be a bit hectic. You know what I mean? Because this player will just give the ball back here. Maybe Martinez might go a little bit to try to, and then he'll do that and then get a bit more split. So try to, have that space. But these two here, the ball will literally go back to the goalkeeper. They'll try to manipulate, like you said. They'll try to find here, the number 10 here, and the connection with these two here. You know what I mean? almost try to play out, quickly inside, and then boom. It's always inside that punch, that punch that you said here, and then it sometimes can go here or there. So they move up as a team, but they do rely on somebody, Jarvis, to carry that fucking ball. They do rely on one person to really be good at carrying the ball, right? To really be good at carrying the ball. And in my head, I've been thinking, I've been a massive fan of Al Nouri. And I don't know if you watch Wolves, but I watch Wolves because of Al Nouri. And the positions he takes up, I think he's got 3 assists or something like that this season already. The position and how attacking is. I really feel as though that they've done a deal with Liverpool. I just got this feeling the way Carragher's talked about him when he's covering the game. Oh, my favourite player to watch. Do you know what I mean? Carragher is the type of guy that will go, we've got to get this guy, we've got to get this guy. You know what I mean? Yes, he has got some little bit of injuries, but I do think he is upright. He can play as well as a third centre half. You know what I mean? He's got the legs and the lungs, and he makes really good decisions. Big up Shaqiri Rashid. He makes really good decisions on the ball. If you watch him, if you see him play, Jarvis, honestly, if you can find clips of him, he is really good. Really, really good, Al Nouri. But I just got this sick feeling in my stomach that Liverpool have already tapped him up.
Yeah, I think Nouri is a brilliant player, and if we can get our hands on him from Wolves, that would be great. But we have been linked with Alphonso Davies, Bayern Munich, as a potential wing back. There's also other options, as we have talked about, Milos Kerkez from Bournemouth, and we also have Ola Aina from Nottingham Forest and Stubian from Brighton. Yeah. There's so many good players.
Alphonso Davies. Alphonso Davies will be the dream. But apparently he wants to go. Apparently he wants like 240 million and a 10 million pound signing on fee. He wants 10 million signing on fee when he goes for free. And then he wants 240. And that only team that can really offer that is Real Madrid. He's made for Real Madrid. You know what I mean? Yeah, apparently, Madrid are going to be targeting him and Trent.
As he splashed comes in and they say problems with Ait-Nouri is his defensive skills. I don't know how good he is defensively, but going forward, carrying the ball, he's one of the best. And when you think of it, people talk about wing backs. We touched a little bit on it, but wing backs, wingers, fullbacks, whatever you want to call it, they are not very defensively in this system. But I think maybe Amorim has to adapt a little bit to the Premier League, not giving up his principles, but he has to understand you can't play 2 really offensive wingers on both sides. You need to have some balance, as we talked about. And we have players like Diallo, he can fill a role. Harry Amos, Masraoui, Malacia, if he comes back, Luke Shaw, even. I don't know, even if he doesn't have the pace anymore and injury prone, but it's like talking about Santa Claus, talking about Luke Shaw. It's once a year and then he's gone again. Yeah.
I mean, we can maybe show a little bit to see the photography. We can show maybe. Let me just share this. From today, let me just share, and then I can share again, so we can just show some of the people maybe who haven't seen it. I don't know if that's a bit bigger and better. People can see it. But yeah,
if you push command and a minus,
is it too big?
I don't know. For me, it's good. It looks good. See Amorim there, smiling to the players. Kobe.
Yeah.
And this is what we all want. I think his management will be good.
I mean, he got him hugging Luke Shaw, and he's telling them both, the 2 injury-prone guys, piss off. You know what I mean? You're fucking. This is the hug off. See you later. and talking to Luke Shaw saying, "See you later, pal." Maybe he remembers Luke Shaw when he was here for Jose, and Jose was saying, he's playing with my brain. He's like, "Yeah, Jose's my boy. You're shit." He said, "Oh, Jose's my boy," and he told me you're shit. So he's hugging the two injury-prone guys. This is the hug of death. You know what I mean? Physically touching the two guys. Saying hello to Kobe as well. Yeah. And Lenny Yoro smiling there. So that's a little bit, people. That's the little bit.
But Kobe is interesting, you know, because I don't see Kobe playing in the number 10s. I don't think he has the.
I think for now, I think maybe he can go.
I don't think he's quick enough to play, because you have to have that shift of pace. Like if you're up and you want to drop down, you have to do it really quickly to be available. You have to have that shift of pace, and I don't think Kobe has it. He's more like a little bit slower, but he's really good on the ball. So for me, I think he's more suited for the number 8 role, because we play with 2 sitting midfielders and one of them will sometimes join the attack. So Ugarte will be on his own as the number 6. And then we will actually go into the 3-1-6 formation made famous by our beloved Ten Hag.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Maybe. People, there's over 200 of you in here. I've done a little secret. I've done a little secret poll, Jarvis, and I meant to say, which players do you think Amorim will get rid of? So it's Rashford, Martinez, Zirkzee, Kazinap, right? At this moment in time, with nearly 70 people voted, by far out on his own is 68% is Rashford. Martinez at 3%. I think Martinez, they're underestimating. Martinez can't defend the wide spaces, I don't think. So he could struggle there. Unless he's played the center of the park, you know what I mean? And Zirkzee is 11%. Sorry. So Martinez is 3%, which is the lowest. Zirkzee is 17%, which is the second largest. And Kazinap is 11%. And the thing what I was saying, Jarvis, as you got that up, is what I'm saying is that the 2 6s, if you go back to if you show your the 8 on a 6 or the 2 8s, right? The amount of ground they have to cover. And Casemiro, and I think Kobe physically, because he's not ready yet. He's still not a man, is he? You know what I mean? He's not a man that's experienced, and physically he's not developed. But it's the amount of space they have to cover, how they have to shift across, like literally, like even up the pitch sometimes. He likes them winning up the ball, up the pitch, like really supporting the number 10s if the ball is on one side. And they have to shift across, and sometimes they have to be super aggressive at getting the ball back. Super aggressive, hunting the ball back. And they need that level of energy. And that's why in my head, I think in the long term, I genuinely do think that Kobe can play, because Kobe is very comfortable as a number 10. Whether Bruno plays, like Kobe can learn to get physically a bit stronger, but Kobe can play on the front foot and the back foot, and he's good at in tight spaces. We saw that, you know, in his performances last year in the league and the cup against Liverpool, remember, where he was taking the ball and taking it to them.
He's very press resistive and is good on the ball, and you know he can carry the ball. So yeah, I totally agree. But as he always said with Amorim, he plays with one number 8 that's more of a box to box, as we see, and one holding that will shield the defense from side to side and always hold the midfield and create balance. And this is where I see Ugarte and Kobe joining the attack, because as we spoke about, one of the center backs, most likely De Ligt, will join the midfield when we go into attacking mode, and one of the number 8 will go into the number 10 role, and one of the number 10s will go up to the striker role. So we will see more of a 4-2-2 formation, and we have the wingers outside, as we talked about, and the main objective is always to try to bring the ball to these 4 guys who will then try to carry the ball into the opposition last third. So this is where we go. But it usually is, I would say it's let's say we attack and we come into attacking shape. It's almost, sometimes it comes with a 3-1-6 formation.
Yeah.
Like this. Because Mainu will join the attack, Ugarte will be, and we have the centre backs being aggressive enough and high up the pitch.
Very aggressive, very aggressive, very proactive. And that's the word that, unfortunately, Ten Hag used to try to use, but very proactive in terms of this trend. I mean, the thing about it is that what is the mystery, Jarvis, is that to understand Amorim's journey, 3 months into Braga job, Sporting Lisbon paid 10 million to snatch him up. 3 months. Can you imagine? His first 3 months as a coach, and one of the big 3 in Portugal are like, shit, we've seen enough. And he's actually a Benfica fan. So he's a Benfica boy. Just like his hero, Jose. He's the Benfica guy. He is a Benfica guy. Right? Yeah. Aspects of it. For me, the closest guy in the Premier League that he can be, especially off the ball and defensively, guess who it is? Have a guess who it is?
Can you say again?
Guess, in terms of off the ball and where they get back into positioning, because sometimes Amorim just does the low block as well.
Yep.
Another Portuguese manager in the Premier League does similar. Makes it very difficult for teams to score goals. Who's that guy?
Jose?
No, a guy who's working in the Premier League right now, Portuguese manager.
Oh, yeah, Nunes, Espírito Nunes. Yeah.
Nunes. And what does Nunes play with, Jarvis? At that famous team that he bought the European football to Wolverhampton? Who was it? What team did we really struggle against? What formation did they play?
Yeah, they played the 3-5-2 or the 3-4-2-1. Yeah. 100%. So yeah.
Remember, they used to keep the ball from us because the wing backs were always available. Always the outlet. Always the outlet on the other side. And if you got some good passer in the team, they just switch the play.
Tommy Doherty on the wing back. He was quite good for Wolves at the time, Tommy Doherty. I don't know if you guys remember him. But I just want to go back.
All I remember is that he had a bit of an affair with the secretary and he got sacked, but he was the guy to bring us back from relegation. He got us relegated and he brought us back from relegation. A lot of people, a lot of the older Man United fans who live around me, they talk about that season being a brilliant season. You know, when they went to the old division, second division, and what a journey it was to get back.
Didn't he win the cup in 77?
Yeah, he stopped Liverpool from doing the treble, the real treble.
Yeah.
Liverpool that season won the first division title, and they also won the Champions League, what was then the European Cup.
The old treble. I just want to say for you guys, everybody talks about the wing backs, and they are very important. But when it comes to attacking, their main objective is to hold the width. Always. And they are not involved in the build-up play or in the play. They just stay out wide and ready to cross when it's possible. And I always talk about the MW shape. And what's so impressive with this shape is even without the wingers, he creates the MW shape. And it's all about the angles, because the MW shape, it's all about creating passing angles. Because you have passing angles, you get diamonds on the side here, you get diamonds on this side. So there's a pattern, and you can see the zigzag pattern. And when you play from one side to shift play, the shift play with the zigzag pattern to create overload 2 against 1.
Always. There's a diamond. There's a diamond in always. Yes. There's a diamond shaped in terms of where the players are. Yeah, on the football pitch. Yeah, there's a diamond shape. Diamond shape. And what did he call them? What did he call it? What did he call the shape? He called it another thing.
Yeah, the
It's like
MW is how you build up, but the zigzag.
Yeah, but the other thing, I think Pythagoras or something like that, you called it something last time.
Yeah,
you called it some of the shape like a mathematical shape, but to me it's like a diamond.
The pentagon. It's a pentagon,
yeah,
like Pentagon House in Washington. It's five sides.
Another word could be diamond. Yeah, I like to think of the diamond. It's a diamond. Wherever the ball is, there is always a diamond, and there is always an option. It's really interesting because in the Champions League, I remember Ten Hag had always 3 players. When somebody had the ball, at least 2 players that he can just face and give the ball first time. Do you know what I mean? He used to have that. Like, that was the way he played. But the biggest thing, what I'm expecting from him, Jarvis, is that for him to really strip back. I really believe at the end, what got Ten Hag in a bad way was that the players didn't understand his plans and he overcomplicated them. I really believe that. And as you know, you coach drivers, you've played at decent level. You have to understand, at its best, football is stripped back. It's the simplest. You know what I mean? Simplify it as easy as you can to digest for players. Players then feel confident when it's simplified, and then they take it, the confidence from the way they're playing. The more they believe, because if they don't. If it's not simplified, if it's a bit more complex for them mentally, then they struggle. You know, guys, 100%. It's over 200 of you here. Please smash a like on the video. We need 120 likes. Can we do it? We need 120 likes more, people. Let's do it.
It was Johan Cruyff, the legend, the old Dutch legend, who said playing simple football is the most difficult thing.
100%.
So it is, but it goes down to quality. But playing simple football is about reading the game. It's about reading the game as quick as possible, because everybody can do a dribble or a cross, but it's about time. You know, if you just have a split second to make a decision and make an action with the ball, then it comes down to simplicity. You have to be simple. You can't use 3 touch to move the ball to one side. You have to do it in 1 touch, and that's about angle your body, understanding where to go before the pass comes, thinking ahead. When you receive the ball, you already got to know what to do with it. 1 touch inside, for example. So this is what I think a lot of our players, when we talk about footballing IQ, for example, it's not about bashing players and telling that they are stupid or something. It's not about that. It's about footballing IQ, being quick enough in your thought process to understand what to do with the ball and progress it.
Yeah,
and you see a lot of the good players like Iniesta, Sergio Busquets, Cruyff, as we talked about, and other legends of the game. It's about brain. You play the football with your brain.
Yeah, 100%. Just to update you, nearly 100 votes. Rashford is still 67. The players that Amorim would get rid of. Martinez still 3%. I think Martinez is in danger because I actually think defending the wide spaces is not his ideal.
No.
Sirski is 18% and Casemiro is 11%. I think Martinez and Casemiro are in danger. I really think that. I really genuinely think that they're in danger. Those 2 guys are in danger. Say what you want, people, but I think those 2 guys are in danger. We need 100 more likes, people. 100 more likes. Get into the likes. Let's go. Justin, Manchester United main inquiry, Sporting winger Gavoy Quaida. He's also wanted by City, Liverpool, and Arsenal. Well, it is. You know who I really like? Yeah, Quaida. Yeah. You know who I really like, Jarvis? And actually, it's the first time I watched him in real life. Like, it's Buonanotte. I really see Buonanotte being able to play in one of the number 10 positions. And he's a very, very good at carrying the ball. He's a very good manipulator of the ball, Jarvis.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. Maybe you can get his stats up, Buonanotte, this season. Can we get some of his stats up? Because he is absolutely super talented. I think he'll cost more than 50 million or whatever because he's on loan from Brighton. But Brighton don't really play with a number 10 as such, you know?
Let's see. Let's have a look. Here he is. Facundo Buonanotte, Argentinian. He's 19 years of age, 326 days. So he soon will be 20 years of age. So he's young, but he has a lot of experience. This year in the Premier League, 10 games, 3 goals, 2 assists for a relegation candidate, struggling team, as we've seen with Leicester. So that's a good goal assist. Let's see statistics, non-penalty goal. So it's not very good, but this is what you get when you play for a struggling team. You don't get high up with goals and assists. It's just how it is. Pass completion, 83% really for a creative player. That's good.
That's incredible.
83%. So he's on the 93 percentile of the top 5 European leagues. So in a way, you can see that he's top level compared to the other leagues and the Premier League.
And he plays with intensity. The tackles, look at that, Jarvis.
Yeah, tackles. This is the thing. 99 percentile.
He's pressing. That's what I'm saying to you. He's aggressive. He's an aggressive presser of the ball. Really aggressive presser of the ball.
Tackles, blocks, aerial ones, even interception, 66%.
So he's quite high. Very intelligent. And you know what, Jarvis? You know what? I was watching him for a minute. I forgot the game, right? And I was like, I'm just going to watch him and I'm going to see. Do you know those people who just stand still, Jarvis? You know that that's not easy to coach. A player to just stand still. And he's constantly doing this, Jarvis. Constantly like that. Like that. Even subtly just doing that. Like just looking what's around him and then receives it. Technically, honestly, loads of times I think there were a couple of fouls on him, Jarvis. A couple of fouls on him and both Casemiro and a couple of times, to be fair, he escaped, Jarvis. He escaped a couple of times. I don't know if you saw it, but he escaped and he created the best chance they had in the game, which was for Wilfred and Ndidi for the one-on-one with Onana, and Onana stood up and made the save. But yeah, he was by far their best player, their best attacking player. But I did think at times, he was moaning, he was on the floor. It could have been 50-50 tackles, you know what I mean? So I really like him because aggressive nature. He's very deceptive in the way he is, and he's on loan. You know what I mean? And I just think,
and we have the other wingers from Leicester. He doesn't have
this guy actually worked with him, didn't he?
He played with under Amorim, and he's 20 years of age. Still, he's almost the same age. He's young, and when you look at his stats, okay, something froze here. We'll try. Yeah, there we go. Assist goals, that's okay, but when it comes to progressive carries, he's a ball carrier, more of he's an Amorim player when it comes to carry the ball and take-ons. He's a dribbler. You see, he's on the 99 percentile of all the top 5. So we have almost 4.5 completed dribbles every game, successful dribbles. And progressive passes received. So he's also on the receiving end. He makes himself available. He's doing this 9.33 times on average each game. And you see here, he puts in the same defensive effort as Buonanotte, 99 percentile when it comes to tackles, interceptions, clearances, and aerial ones. So his stats is also brilliant. So both of these players, Fatavu and Buonanotte, I think they are really good players that actually could work in a Amorim system. Yeah.
If you can can we compare them to Amad Diallo for what we found so far? If you go back, Jarvis, let's compare them to Amad Diallo.
I can do that. Just get it up here.
Because the thing about it is that those two players, for me, play modern way of football. They're very much coaching a modern way, Jarvis, where they have to play with aggression and intensity.
Let's have a look at Amad Diallo. Here we go. Amad Diallo. 22 years of age, 1 goal, 2 assists this season, 2 goals in the Europa League. So you see, he's more of an average player when it comes to his stats, but that's not negative.
He's not played as many as a Buonanotte or the other wing.
No, he plays for a different team, a better team. So when you see pass completion 95%, that's brilliant. average 83.6% pass accuracy. That's really good. And progressive carries, so he's on the 78th percentile, 4.72 carries each game, and progressive received 11 times. So he's always on the receiving end. He makes himself available.
84.
And look at his tackles, 99%. Clearances, aerial ones. So he's also a hard-working defensive winger in a way, and it makes a lot of ground doing the job. So that's the thing with Ahmad. He could both play in the number 10. We see him as the number 10 in this Amorim system, but I could also see him playing as a wing back in the Amorim system on the right side. How do you see him? Do you think that would be...
I agree. I really agree. I think that once he gets hold of him, I think once he can get hold of him and there's the coaching and more clear instructions, like really clear instructions given to him, I can imagine him being improved. He's hungry to learn already. Ruud has told us that. He's like, Ruud, I want more finishing. Let's stay out a bit more. Let's do a bit more work. So I think it's the type of player that Amorim's going to love. You know what I mean? Like, let's do more. You know, the player who's going to ask for more, you know?
Yeah.
I wanted to actually bring up, I wanted to show a little bit of this, actually. Let's just show this. Let's get the fans excited. Let me just share this. There's a video, Jarvis, that I've come across on YouTube. I think I was looking at it today, but I didn't have time to play it. But let me just see if I can find it. It's basically Amorim, what Amorim's like in the training ground.
Okay.
It was saying, what is Amorim like in the dressing room? You know, Amorim. In the let me just see if I can find it. But yeah, basically it's saying what kind of a guy is he like. There's a little bit of video stuff. The thing about it is that, Jarvis, the biggest worry is that what about his methods cannot be translated to the Premier League?
Yeah. But he has some time now, and I hope that he tries out and don't stop after 2 games, even if it goes down to the drain. You know, he has to give it a go and don't try to make the best out of the players, but rather expose them if they're not good enough. Okay, try it now. Show the world that they are not good enough. Sell them in the summer. Bring in the right type for his system. I don't want it. I don't want anything to be half-ass. Go full Monty. Don't.
Yeah, don't do it. Yeah. Go for it. Go for it. Let's just show this. Let me just show you guys this. I hope we don't get.
If there's music, you have to play it.
No. There's no music. There's no music to it. So let's see if we can get it. It's just him talking in Portuguese, but somebody's put subtitles on it. But we don't know if his subtitles are true, but I'm guessing they are. Can you see it?
Yeah, we see it.
Yeah. Let's hit this. Let me just take it back a bit so then people can see it. Ok? A folga no dia a seguir e temos um jogo em Barcelos para preparar, ok? O mundo a todos vocês, volto a dizer, não quer ser aquele gajo que vem para aqui. Não quer chefes, não quer no Instagram. Chamadinhos. A legenda do normal.
No social media.
Faça o que quiser. Agora, 4 pontos, assim, chuta aqui. Tudo. Quando tu reuniões, decidiram vocês quiserem. Deve ser mais. Bom quiser mal. Ok? Jantar, comigo, nada de jeito. You see that there? Literally, guys, do you see that there? He's demanding this shit of them. He is literally demanding, like, literally saying, yeah, he's demanding. He's saying, no fucking Instagrammers. So Bruno, Garnacho, Rashford, and these guys, who the Instagrammers in the team, boy, oh boy. None of that. None of that.
Did you realize he comes to Man United with all these imaging rights and social media gurus and
well, this is what I'm saying to you now, Jarvis. We point the finger at not Amorim because we point the finger at who? Omar Barada.
Ineos watch.
Dodgy Dave and the quarter fucking sexuals, mate. Dodgy Dave, Jim the Rat, and the quarter sexuals. Yeah.
Nordin, do you want to go through the potential lineup under Amorim? Yeah, should we do it? Did we get any suggestions from the therapy army on this one?
Listen, can we get any suggestions? Who we're going to start? So let's go through it. Actually, let's go through. Let's pick it together, right? Yeah, and I'll count, Jarvis. You put it together, and I'll count. So
I'll have it here, so we can just put in the names. I start with Onana. There's no discussion about the goalkeeper. I think Onana is.
Yeah.
Let
me just double check how many likes we're on as well, Jarvis. Let me just update them on the poll. The poll, we've got about 130 something people voted. 70% Rashford, 4% Martinez. Zerski's got 15%. Casemiro, one I call him Casinap, is on 11. So Martinez and Casemiro have not stayed. Everybody's saying Rashford is the guy who's going to struggle. Everybody is adamant that Rashford is the guy. What about imagine if Rashford is the guy who balls out? Guys, I'm going to need you 80 more likes. 80 more likes. Well, 90 more likes. 90 likes. Come on. URT.
Come on.
URT Army. URT. 1 minute, Jarvis. Not ready yet. Not ready yet. 1 second. Okay. Yeah, 1 second, because I want to get started. URT Army, because I'm going to count, so then we can decide together, okay? We're going to do it together. Me, you, and Jarvis are doing it together, people. We're picking the 11. That is going to, what we think, everybody's fit, who's going to start against Ipswich. URT Army, we need 90 more likes. Right. Right, people, are you ready? Are you ready, people? Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay. Big up Alien Tenno. Big up Pete. Right. Let me just show you this, guys. 1 second. Let me just show you this, guys. We're gonna need that. And we're gonna pick. So let's do it. Let's do it together. Right. Me and Jarvis say at this moment in time is Onana. Right? What do you guys say? Hurry up. Get the names in it. So you're picking the goalkeeper, you're picking the left back. You
want to go just one in one position. Let's just do it chronologically, and we can start with the left centre back. We have Shaw, we have Martinez. I don't know who else do we have. Who do you want to go for? Martinez.
Martinez, yeah, for now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's just try to go for the. Don't make too much time on this one. Martinez. There we go. And we have the central defender. We have Melanie Euro, Johnny Evans, Maguire, Lindelof. Yeah.
De
Ligt. That's 100% De Ligt. This is an interesting one, the right centre back, because we haven't seen Lenny Euro yet. We just saw him in some friendlies. He's still young. Mm-hmm. Is he a guy who can just come directly into the team, or should we just hold on and just give him cameos?
I think time. No, if everybody's fit, Jarvis, if everybody's fit, Lenny Euro goes there. So we're talking about if he's fit. and he's already had a couple of games and stuff like that. So this is if everybody's fit.
I see a lot of people talk about Diallo as right centre back
because they saw him the other 2 games. The last couple of games with Rude, he literally played the deeper, didn't he? The deeper guy. Yeah. If somebody's saying Evans, you're taking the piss. We're picking the strongest 11 if everybody's fit. Some people are saying Mazraoui. But yeah, Leriano. Lindelof, you're having a laugh. I
think Mazraoui is a good shout. And I have also one shout that maybe you guys don't agree about, but I think maybe we can use, because you got to remember the wide centre-backs are the playmakers in the team. And I could actually see Casemiro playing in that role.
Interesting.
I could actually see Casemiro, because I don't see him playing in the midfield, but he, as a wide centre back, maybe it could be a role because he's good on the ball, good on his passing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Tyler Blackett.
Yeah. Some people.
Yeah, I see Sheikh Arian comes with the Casemiro can pass the ball. So we have Mazraoui or Diallo and Lenny Yoro. You decide. Who do you want to go for?
I think we'll go for Yoro because he's the young talent that we bought. And to be fair, a lot of people did say Yoro.
So now the difficult one, the left.
Who's going to be the left? Some people say Anthony.
Wide fullback.
Who's the wing back, people? Who's the left-sided wing back?
We have Amas, we have Luke Shaw, and who else?
Not Luke Shaw for me. Go ahead. Who do you want, people? Who do you want as that guy?
Malacia. So these.
Some people
these
are saying Nacho, but yeah. Well, defensively, for me, I'm gonna go for Amos because I want to see a young. If Malacia is fit, some people are saying Malacia, and I think he would be good because he's got good energy. And
we also have Anthony, to be fair. Anthony could play.
Yeah, Anthony, yeah. Some people are saying Anthony, to be fair. Some people are saying Mazraoui. Massive is fit. Garnacho. I think Garnacho will definitely have to work on his defensive game and pressing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Some people are saying Mazraoui or Amos.
So what's the vote? Are we going for
Amos?
Anthony.
Some, you know what? Actually, more people saying Anthony.
Okay, you gotta listen.
Malacia, to be fair, it's between. Yeah, Anthony. I think Anthony's winning. I think Patrice Evra, somebody said.
Dennis Irvin.
Yeah.
We have the spammers back in the house.
Somebody's calling me the human egg. Yeah, eggs are tasty, mate. I don't mind being an egg. That's not an insult.
I don't know. Okay, are we landing on Anthony then?
Yeah, is it Anthony?
Yeah, I think he got the most votes. Personally, I would go for Harry Amos, but
me personally, yeah. But you're voting, people. But seriously, guys, can you please take it seriously? Do you want Amos or do you want Anthony? Quickly, Amos or Anthony? Take it seriously. Don't take the piss.
I'll screenshot this team and we can go through it in a couple of months' time just to see how it progresses. Amos, Anthony, Amos, Malacia, Amos, Anthony. Amos is too young, okay. Anthony the GOAT. Yeah, I think it's Anthony. It's
Anthony. Okay, yeah, we'll start with Anthony, yeah. Right? Midfield.
Yeah. We have the box midfielder.
The box is it Kobe? Is it Casemiro? Who is it? Is it what's his name? Is it Collier? Is it Collier? Collier's got energy. Can go up and down all day.
Ericsson. I see Casemiro, Casemiro, Ugarte from Philip. Ugarte and Casemiro. I think they are set on Ugarte and Casemiro. So let's just roll the dice. So no Kobe Mainu in the two holding then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think it's reason bias, isn't it? Because they saw them play well this weekend.
Well, just the way it is.
Yeah.
Ugarte.
Recency bias.
It is what it is. We only have the information we have, and that's what we have right now. So on the right side, right wing back.
Ahmad? Is it Ahmad? Are we going to go for another left-footed guy? Are we going to go for Masraoui? Who are you going to go for on that side?
We have Diallo. We have Masraoui. Is that how? I don't know how to write Masraoui even.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Mas, just put Maz. M-A-Z.
Mas.
Yeah, Maz.
Masraoui.
Mazzi. You're so good.
So we have Diallo or Masraoui. Mazraoui. Mazraoui.
Yeah.
What are the army saying? Masraoui. Massa. So it's Massa.
Massa, yeah. It's Massa.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a no-brainer.
I agree on Masraoui. I think he's brilliant.
Yeah.
The best player so far this season.
My absolute mile. It's not even that close.
And we have the number 10, the left number 10.
Who's going to be the left number 10 people? What were the choices we've got, Jarvis? What have we got?
Well, we have Bruno, we have Mount, we have actually Xerxes.
Yeah.
Xerxes,
all right-footed guys.
Yeah.
And
I would even put Ericsson in there, but I don't think he's. I think he's done. But
Ahmad, some people are saying,
Yeah, I think Ahmad will be on the right side, but I'll wait with Ahmad. Yeah.
So let's go, people. Who is it? Xerxes? Is it Bruno? Is it Mount? Who do you want? Wow, Bruno.
A lot of people want Kobe in that role. Yeah, Kobe can actually work.
Yeah. Kobe,
Bruno, Kobe.
Yeah. Ericsson. I think it's Kobe. I'm counting more Kobe than anybody else. Rashford. He's injured. He's injured, man. Bruno, Mainu.
It's Kobe. It's Kobe.
Okay.
Kobe has to.
It's Kobe. Yeah. Right, on the other side, it could be Ahmad, Bruno again, Xerxes. They can play there. Or Mount. Yeah.
Ericsson.
Who do you want, people? Is it Ahmad on the left-hand side as the number 10?
I think it's set. Ahmad. Everybody says Ahmad.
Yeah. I kept calling him Ahmed. My cousin's called Ahmed, and I kept calling him Ahmed the other day when I was at the game. I was like, Ahmed! He looked at me like that. I was really close to pitch side.
And number 9, that has to be Højlund. There's no way around it. So this is the team.
Nick Nash has gone against the grain. He's like Xerxes as the number 9.
It could work, but I don't see he don't have the pace. That's my biggest problem with Xerxes. He looks too slow, but he can evolve. He's young, so yeah. And he played. He's a 9.5. He's a 10. He can work that role.
Some people are saying Garnacho, Rashi.
Okay.
Rashford.
Okay.
Some people are saying Rashford as number 9. Listen, who is it? Is it Xerxes, Højlund? Who is it? Yeah, Rashford has pace, but he can't hold up the ball. And I'm telling you, Rasmus is not as bad as he looks right now. He just looks all out of sorts at the moment.
But Noradin, as I told you guys in the tactical part, we are not turning with the ball. It's not about half turns. It's about bounce pass and make space. So you don't have to be extremely good in holding up the ball, as Serge says.
But at
or
times,
whatever.
though, to be fair, at times, Jarvis, I have seen the Gorkes guy hold the ball, drop it off to the number 10s quickly, and then run and spin off. I have seen that. You have to have that. And I do think, I genuinely think, I think Rasmus is going to shock some of you guys. The URT army is saying he's trash.
He's young. He's young.
Okay.
He can develop.
Right.
He can develop.
Okay, out of Rashford and Zerski, who do you want? People are saying Rashford, Jarvis. It's crazy.
Come on.
They're
And the same people who voted 70% Rashford to
still 69% in when him
gone.
gone.
They are trolling. It's trolling.
Somebody's saying McTominay, right? It's a yellow card if you tell me McTominay again. They're saying Rashford, honestly. It's Rashford. Rashford is proven they're saying.
Well, Amorim has spoken.
Zesky, I'm serious.
Okay, so this is the team. Onana, Martinez, De Ligt, Yoro, Masraoui on the left wing back, Ugarte, Casemiro holding, Anthony, Mainu, Ahmad, and Rashford.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is the last topic of the show, Jarvis. Keep the players there.
Yep.
Who would you like to replace? I would love to replace Anthony with Al-Nouri. I think he's technically a better, superior player. He can pick out a pass. He's a better player. So that's who I would like to replace, the wing-back. I think the left-sided wing-back should be in the long term, because I don't know how Malacia, and I don't trust Luke Shaw, so leave me out with Luke Shaw talk. But I genuinely do think he is, if we can get him, he's the long-term guy. For me, Al-Nouri is the guy for me.
Okay.
Yeah, Al-Nouri.
Yeah, Al-Nouri here.
Al-Nouri is the guy. I do think the guy that maybe you could replace Martinez with could be Asensio from Sporting Lisbon, or Braithwaite.
Inacho, isn't that his name?
Inacho, yeah.
Inacho, yeah.
Inacho. Insensio. Is it Insensio or Inacho? Is it Insensio or Inacho?
Inacho.
Okay.
Yeah, he could be a
yeah. Bastoni would be brilliant. Big up to Grace. Bastoni would be brilliant to replace Martin. I just think, even though I love Martinez, don't get it twisted. See, I'm even willing to sacrifice my favorite player on the team. I think he's the natural captain. But I'm just saying, in wide spaces, he struggles because he doesn't have the pace. You need somebody who's got good recovery pace. Very.
I see Brantwaite is an option, and I agree. Brantwaite is an option when it comes to playing left centre back in a back three.
But Bastoni would be incredible. He'd be the best guy.
He will.
Or Paolo Kobaski. Oh my God, Kobasi. Oh my God, he would be amazing as well. I love that kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The thing about El-Nouri is that El-Nouri can also play as the left back as well, Jarvis. Getting him, El-Nouri, he can play as the third centre back as well. He can play that position. He's got the height, he's got the physicality.
But you have to have the passing ability to break the lines. That's one of the key issues. As I said, the wide centre backs are the playmakers in this team.
But he has that, Jarvis. He has that. And the best one actually is this Inacho. Is it Inacio or Insensio?
Inacio, I think.
Yeah, Inacio, yeah.
Yeah.
Nuruddin, here's the question. What has Amorim decided in January in the summer? He wants Sancho back at Manchester United. Well, there's nothing we can do, but yeah, maybe. Maybe, so because he could be the number 10. I think he'll be an amazing number 10. I'm not going to lie to you. I genuinely do think that Sancho would be really good as a number 10. He's very clever. He knows how to pick. He will actually score goals as the number 10. Yeah. I actually think he would be really good. Because he's not going to be asked to run. You know what I mean? Go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's more playing up the pitch. Give him the ball. He's very calm in the box. You see that already. You know what I mean? He's very calm in the box.
Mm-hmm.
And he actually plays. That's it, Jarvis. Sancho is so good at playing that punch pass. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? You know that pass that you were talking about? He's very good at that, playing that vertical. You know that vertical pass that straight into somebody's feet.
Mm-hmm.
He's very good at that. Very good at that, Jarvis. So, yeah.
I just want to show you guys, because I have one player I would like to sign as a backup or replacement for Martinez if needed. And he plays in the Premier League. His name is Marcos Senesi. He's the center back of Bournemouth. And for me, I think he's a fantastic player. He's really good. He's Argentinian. He's left-footed. He has the South American tenacity, the bite, aggression. And if you look at his stats, I think it tells a lot about how he performs for a club like that. He's really good in almost every level. And why no one is talking about him, I don't understand. Because
how old is he, Jarvis?
He's 27 years old. So maybe he's too old for Ineos.
No. He might not be.
This is a quality player in my mind.
Look at that. Look at the tackles. Look at the progressive passes. 87, 5.17. Wow, Jarvis. That is really impressive.
It's a good
progressive carries. 85.
Yeah, but you just have to look at the game with Bournemouth and you see how good he is. He's really
successful take-ons. Learning 90% successful take-ons.
Dribbles. He's not stressing with the ball. He's calm under pressure with the ball, and he can break the lines with a pass.
And then 83, 1.48, 83 percentile in the top 5 leagues for interceptions. That means he's a fantastic reader of the ball, of the game. Like, when you have that level of interceptions, you know that you're very good at reading the play. Very good, Jarvis, reading the game. But in terms of, if we go back, Jarvis, it's a midfield player, and the midfield player that plays for, because I've been looking at other teams who play this system, Jarvis, and the team that I saw the most, I think Casemiro won't last in that position. Who I would love to see in that position, I forgot his name, but so I looked at, when I did my research, I looked at other teams that play that system and who are being super successful. And guess who was the best team in Germany last season?
Yeah, Leverkusen, unbeaten run. Fantastic.
Yeah. And who was the guy who plays in that left-hand side of the 2 midfield players?
Yeah, the Grimaldo, isn't that? Grimaldo, yeah.
Yeah. Very, very good at
passing. Frimpong on one side and Grimaldo on the other side. Both are extremely good in that role.
No, No, I'm not talking about the wing backs. I'm talking about the midfielders, the centre midfielder.
Oh,
he plays next to Xhaka.
Yeah. I know who you're talking about.
Xhaka. Yeah.
What's his name again? I know his name. Where is it?
If you get his stats up, that would be really good. Matt Gahey, no, they want too much money. I'm not having him. Even though I do think he'll be really good in the wide spaces. I think he's got brilliant recovery pace, Shaqirian. But they want 70-odd million. Nah, he's not worth that much. He's not worth that much money. He has to force the move. Get him for 40 million. I'll take Matt Gahey. Even though I do think he'll be really good and he's got good, actually, even though he's right-footed, he can punch the passes in. Yeah. Braithwaite, I don't know. There's something about Braithwaite. I think he dives in too much.
Is it Palacios? Is that the guy? Palacios?
It's the guy who plays next to. It's the guy who plays next to Xhaka.
Yeah, I think it's Palacios. I think that's the
other guy. The other guy that I was thinking about, again, another team. So the 2 teams I looked at is Atlanta as well. They play the 3 at the back. But the other midfielder is that Brazilian guy. Edison. Is it Edilson?
Yeah, I know. He was brilliant in the Europa League final. Yeah.
His passing completion is up to, if you get him up, Is it Ederson? If you can get him up his stats up, Jarvis, he's tremendous. He's a fantastic player.
Ederson, Atalanta. Yeah, here we go. So this is Ederson. Ederson is 25 years of age. Played 12 games, 1 goal, 1 assist this season. Let's see. Oh, his stats are not.
They're not that saying that much, but he is quite physically. But his passing is amazing, Jarvis. His passing is really good.
Progressive passes. You have 6.6 progressive passes each game in average. Yeah. So it's very progressive in a way. He drives it forward.
Yeah. I thought his ball carries will be good, but he doesn't seem that good on there, does it?
No, he has 27 on the progressive carries.
Yeah, he's lowest, but I thought that he would be better.
Yeah, but I've seen him live. Stats is one thing. Seeing it with your eyes is something else. The eye test is always beats the stats. That's for me. People think I saw people calling me Statman Jarvis in the comments, but it's not about stats. I played the game for over 40 years, and I know football by heart. So for me, the eye test is more important than stats. But stats is sometimes helpful just to give you an indication of what you're looking at.
Of course.
Yeah. But you mentioned Højlund. Someone mentioned Højlund. Do you want to take a look at Højlund just to see how good he is?
Yeah.
So this is Rasmus, and 1 goal in the Premier League and 1 in the Europa League. So 2 goals in 11 games. It's not very good, is it? And this is his stats. You see here, non-penalty goals, 67 percentile. Pass completion, he's good on the ball. That's a good thing. He doesn't lose the ball all the time because he's big and strong and he can handle the ball. But, he has to improve. But he's still young, and I believe we can see Højlund becoming a player like Viktor Gyökeres in Sporting. But we have to give him time. And we need to sign a striker this January because, as I see it, we only have one option. Even though you guys wanted Rashford in as a striker, I don't think he can do that. I don't think that's right. That's Rashford's game. He's a pace merchant, in my opinion. But I hope he proves me wrong. I think I'm good. Gyökeres, FB ref ball. So just to compare Viktor Gyökeres this season, if you look at him, it's not like looking at Højlund. He's on the 99, 98, 98, 99, 99. So he's levels. I don't know why I did it, but it's just the way it is. But Gyökeres, he's. I think we're talking about 100 million euros at least. Arsenal wants him, Chelsea wants him, everybody wants him. Even I think Real Madrid or Barcelona, someone will go for him and splash the cash.
Of who? This kid here?
Yeah, Viktor Gyökeres.
Oh, yeah. But
Something.
I genuinely I really think he's not going to be able to do what he's doing in the top flight league, though. I really don't think he's going to do that. I really don't think he's going to do what he's doing in Portugal in the top 5, in a top 3 league. I hope he proves me wrong. But yeah. Now they're saying they want 70, 80, 90 million for it.
He's doing it in the Champions League. And he tells something. And everybody was not sure when it comes to Haaland when he came from the Bundesliga, but he kept scoring. So I just think some players have the goal scoring gene in them, so they just keep scoring. And I think Gyökeres is one of them. But I don't think we have the money for him. And the only thing I can see that he will reject every other club and come because of Amorim. And we will get in the lower bid. We can lowball them in a way because he wants to come. That's the only option.
Yeah. Yep. But Jarvis,
Yeah.
We're basically looking at the possible players who can replace if you bring back being with the board, because people are saying that there is going to be another third. There's a rumours of another rebuild at Manchester United under this manager. That he's asked for players who play with intensity.
Yeah.
I do think really, I really think we need to find a replacement for Casemiro. Somebody who's good on both sides of the game, who's good at carrying the ball, who's good at, we need to put a question mark next to Casemiro, Martinez, I think. And on the other side,
Casemiro, it's a big question mark for me. I don't think he's good enough.
No. I don't think he's good enough to cover that. To cover that, I also think Masraoui could go back as a centre back. Yeah, and I think maybe we need to get somebody else to be able to play that. So you have to put question mark on him as well, playing in that position. Even though I do think he's so very good on that, I think he's definitely in the team. Whether he's a centre back,
he's a versatile player. He can cover even the DM role, role or right centre back and right wing back. I think he can play all of those 3 roles.
Some people are saying he might start Masraoui as a third centre back, by the way. And he has played there before. Apparently, he has played there before.
Yeah, he can be the playmaker. That's the thing, because we need the wide centre backs to be the playmakers. I repeat myself, but I do it consciously because it's so important. People understand.
Yeah. We need 50 more likes, people. 50 more likes, URT. Army. 50 more likes. We're not asking for much. But yeah, I really think that. I think maybe another striker to battle it out. So if it's Gorka's, like, how much money are Manchester United willing to spend? We got broken billionaire. So how much money have these guys got to spend? We're going to need. But yeah, that's a surprising thing tonight. So if we go to the poll, Jarvis, 70% of the people are sure it's better to start as a striker against, not Rasmus. It's crazy. So Martinez is 4%, Zirkzee is 14%, Kazinap is at 12%. Right? This is where we're at. But the guy that did 70, so nearly 170 have voted, Jarvis. 160, sorry, have voted. And 70% in want him out, right? But Jarvis, they're saying, nah. You know what I mean? They're basically saying, nah, we don't but we want him to be up front. I don't know what's going on. Trolling. Are they trolling us? Yeah.
70%.
4%. 70%. And then, but you want him up front against Ipswich if everybody's fit.
They're trolling us.
You're trolling us, Therapy Army. I swear to God, you're on the troll.
But joking aside, I think we need to sign a striker in January. As we said, that we don't have
more experience. Do you think more experienced striker?
Yeah.
Older striker.
My question to the Therapy Army: who would you like to bring in this January? And you got to remember, we don't have much cash, so it has to be on the cheap end. Maybe looking at people who are going out of contract this summer. Maybe we can catch a bargain. Picking a guy from the Championship or a lower league of some kind. Osimhen. He would actually be great, but I think that's 100 millions.
Yeah. Can we take him on loan from Galatasaray? Pay them a compensation of 10 million.
Yeah, maybe. But in Kunku, you talked about him the other day.
Jarvis.
What's up? Because he was brilliant when he played for, wasn't it Leipzig? He played.
Jarvis, get up his injury record. Look at the last couple of years. Honestly, Jarvis, his injuries are just incredible, man.
But are we talking about continual injuries? Or
Yeah.
Is it one big one, or is it because that's
continual?
Important.
He came back in February. Like, he was out for a year and a half, Jarvis.
Okay. Kunku injuries. Let's see.
Some people like him. I think, he was a goal scorer at Leipzig. Yeah. But,
I'm freezing up here. Okay, do you hear me now? I think my computer froze.
No. You weren't freezing.
So yeah, we are talking about the groin injury. Okay. So this is his injury record. Groin injury, 13 days. Ankle problems, 32 days. 7 days, 7 days. 3. You have 83 days in a torn lateral knee ligament. What kind of injury is that? Lateral knee ligament. Yeah. Is that the ligament in front of the knee that's like a cross?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's terrible. That's terrible. Fitness, torn muscle fiber, knee injury, fitness, hip injury, and hamstring injury. 67 days. Wow.
See what I mean?
No, we don't want another Luke Shaw. Okay.
You see that? You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? Some people are saying the other guy who's also sat on the bench at Chelsea is the number 10, the Portuguese guy. Maybe Amorim can get the best out of him. Maybe we should try to loan, what's his name? The other
Chelsea.
Portuguese. Yeah, Chelsea. Who's good? He's on the bench next to Nkunku, sitting there every game. Who's the other guy?
The guy who played for Barcelona last season.
Yeah, played for Barcelona and Atletico Madrid.
Felix.
Yeah.
He's good. He's a kind of a playmaker. I like Felix.
Yeah, but he'd be like perfect number 10, isn't
he? Yeah, he would.
So I'd rather take actually Felix as the number 10 because he actually stays fit on loan. Yeah, because he's not getting a game at the moment, is he? He's not going to get in ahead of Palmer, is he?
No, he's not. I see Dave 147 says Sesko. Sesko is a good option, but I don't think Sesko is an option for January.
No.
That's the problem.
You know what, Danny Welbeck. Danny Welbeck.
Would you take Danny Welbeck? 100%.
Of course. Have a look at his injury record, though. In the last, if you look up his injury record, Jarvis, maybe you'll say no. But I'll take Danny Welbeck. Yeah, you know that apparently Ten Hag wanted him, and they said no. They wanted him in the summer to be bought in.
Danny Welbeck, he was good when he played at Man United for a while, but I don't know. He stunk up the place at the end, and
honestly,
when he left
to be fair, it was decent when he played for Arsenal as well. He was good when he played for Arsenal. Yeah.
Yeah, I say YouTube comes in and say you can definitely run the channels, and that's most of the important role for the striker to run the channel, go into the space that's created because of the system with the 10s and the fullbacks. You have the space on the outside, so that's the most important thing. You got to be able to read the game and run into the channel. So that's if Welbeck can do that, he will fit us like a glove. He would be perfect. Yeah. See, Alien Tenno is fuck yeah, I would take Welbeck. Big up, Peter. Big up.
Yeah.
But I heard people talking about this guy who played for Lille in France. Is his name Jonathan David?
Yeah, Jonathan Davis. Yeah. Canadian. He's Canadian. Player.
And he's out of contract in the summer, so he could be actually a realistic option coming in January.
Yeah, bring back Uncle Igalo, Uncle Igalo, Uncle Igalo, Uncle Igalo. Bring back the fan, the only Manchester United fan to ever play for Manchester United. Big up to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for making his dream come true. That's one thing I will always be grateful to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He made an actual fan. He gave him a game. And my favorite cameo from Igalo was against Man City.
Yeah.
And he came on and held up the ball, played like a fan, battling, fighting in the rain at Old Trafford.
It was good, you know?
You've got to see, you've got to watch that bit of the way he was fighting, hustling. Uncle Igal. And the goal that he scored, remember the goal, the 3
Mm.
touches, the finish in Europe away. Remember, we
Yeah,
played,
yeah,
I think, on it might have been a plastic pitch, actually, you know.
He played Sturm Graz against Austria.
Yeah.
I think it was one of those.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, bang.
On AstroTurf.
Yeah.
Didn't we win that game like 5-1 or
Something
that was
like
right
that,
before Corona struck?
Yeah. Yes, Xavi Simons in an Amorim system would be one of the number 10s, yeah. I think your boy is coming on a lot, Peter. Peter shouted this kid. Was it last year or the year before? Peter has been on about this kid, and now I actually see him developing really, really well. I really love watching him. I thought he was one of the Holland's best players in the Euros. By far, it was the spotlight. How busy he is, how he wants to get on the ball. And you can see he's filling out a bit now, getting a bit stronger, you know, can shake off defenders. He's good on the press. You know, obviously, that school of Leipzig, all the players are good pressing. You know what I mean? They're very good at pressing. Very intelligent when it comes to, you know. I won't take Colomani, no. No, I won't take him. Even though he's very good at running the channels.
We talked about Colomani a couple of years ago, Noradin.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
When he played in the Bundesliga, and I think he's a decent player. I would actually take him because I think his holder play is really good and he's intelligent in his passing game. But he's not a goal scorer per se. He's more of a, I would say, more of a 9.5, a guy who can assist. So I don't know if we need him because we have Xerxes. And you see his wages is on 244 euros at the moment in PSG. So he will be one of those expensive players also. And I think PSG just want to offload him to get rid of the wages. But his stats are good. He could do a job. So yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit on the fence when it comes to Koulibaly. For me,
I think he's very hardworking, but is he a guy who can finish, Jarvis? I think. How old is he again? How old is he?
Koulibaly, he is 26 years. 26 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, he banged in goals in Germany. So let's go. Let me have a look at his tallies. I was just looking at something, a message. But let me have a look at his stats.
Yeah. His stats are not. It's decent.
Wow.
It's decent stats.
Yeah.
80, 88, 85, 75. Successful take-ons, 95. So he's a dribbler.
Yeah. And that's what he can carry the ball.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that actually he's good at. He's very good at carrying the ball. And I'm not going to lie to you, Amorim does like a ball carrier strikers.
Yeah.
People who can carry the ball. Like I said, in the system, he prefers guys who can carry the ball. Ball carriers, he likes. In the forward positions, in the wing backs, guys who can carry the ball. Midfielders who can carry the ball. And it's actually like he's quite good at pressing as well. And obviously, he's played in Germany. Tackles and interceptions is not bad.
Yeah. I saw a question about the Sverre Nypan, the Rosenborg youngster, 17th. Yeah. We have been linked to him, and what I heard today, I actually had a look at the United stand with Mark Goldbridge, and they had one Portuguese guy who gave him some inside information about the Portuguese league and Amorim, and he said that Amorim had a passion for Scandinavian players because he had so big of a success with the Danish guy playing midfield, Hjulman and Jokenes. So he was actually looking very hard at the Norwegian, Swedish, and Danish market for players. And if we have Amorim and he has a say when it comes to transfers, I don't know how the setup is now with the new head coach. But if he has a say, I think we will actually look at more Scandinavian players, and don't be surprised if we signed a lot of Scandinavian players going forward in the next couple of years, because that's a thing for Amorim. Oh, you're on mute.
He's got a midfielder from Denmark already.
Yeah, Hjulman.
Yeah, he's good. Really good against Liverpool. I thought against City, he was one of the most calm, composed guys on the ball in their team. Jarvis.
But Sverre Nypan, I think he's a signing for the future. He won't be a regular starter at this current moment. He's an academy signing. So yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting, Jarvis, because a lot of people are saying, yeah, it's going to be very interesting.
But I just want to say for the therapy army and you guys, I hope you like when we do these tactical breakdowns and try to make because this is just my interpretation of the tactics of Amorim. This YouTube is all over tactical breakdowns on Amorim at the moment. But the thing is, we don't know actually how we will do when it comes to the Premier League, because I believe that he needs to adapt, but he needs to adapt and keep his principles. That's how I see it. You maybe not play with 2 full wingers, maybe play more balanced because of the intensity of the Premier League and stuff like that. So when I look at these tactics, I try to interpret it with Premier League eyes. Maybe it will succeed, maybe not.
Yeah, just showing you a little bit. Malacia tonight, obviously 500. Can you see that? 517 days since suffering a serious knee injury.
Yeah.
So you can see, put a bit of timber on. He looks a bit more stockier. You can see, he's been at the gym. We saw a lot of videos of him in the gym. So yeah.
Do we even know what this injury was all about?
So basically what happened was that he had a knee injury, and then Manchester United got the thing, and I think he got the assessment, but then he went with somebody who said to him, a doctor, who made such a suggestion. And then he came back and he actually broke down again. So he had to have another surgery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's bad luck.
Yeah.
It's not good for a young player. And I think he has lost a lot of his development. The question mark now is, will he ever come back at the level he was? Because, missing out on a couple of years at that age, it will take him time, at least. But I don't expect much from him this season. And we got to be careful, because we know when it comes to injuries, let's say his right knee, the injury will come on the other foot. That's the thing, because you lose muscles.
The body compensates. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, people, listen, we're going to close it out. It's been a pleasure. I really enjoy doing this with you, Jarvis.
Yeah. Me too.
It's a tactical breakdown. It is. It's exclusive on United Real Therapy. Jarvis and myself doing a tactical breakdown. Obviously, some of the boys, if they want to join, we're always here.
Yeah.
We will go with me and Jarvis at the moment, because we can get through a lot, just 2 of us. But big up to everybody. Yeah. Big up. Lucky Singh says 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 1. Yeah.
Northern, is it okay for you that I play a little teaser? Because you know what I'm working on.
Of course. Yeah. Let's do it. By the way, people, the channel. Yeah, the channel people. The channel is coming. Come on, let's do it.
Yeah, because I'm working on creating my own channel. I'm doing YouTube.
And every one of you is gonna go and subscribe, people, and gonna let people know.
It's not ready yet, but this is just a teaser, so it will be basically with me and Stu. Nordin will come on as often as he has time. Mick will come on, and hopefully a lot of guys will come on. And it will be shows like this, very tactical, very nerdy in a way. But it's the way I see football. And if you like content like this, I would recommend you to subscribe to the channel. So let's just play the teaser and give you a little heads up of what's to come. Can I play this in full video? No, I can't. Let's just try to enhance it.
Yeah,
like this.
we did. We're doing it
Okay.
There you go, people. Well, check that as an intro. Jarvis's thing is coming. Yeah. The music definitely sounds like porno music from the 1970s. I can say that it's way past bedtime now. It's way past 9 o'clock.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
It's the type of porno they used to play in student houses, student accommodations back in the day from the 1970s. Everybody used to laugh. People are getting pissed, stoned, and people are watching just for the music. Not even that, they just put the tape on. They just switch the TV off just for listening for the music, People are just laughing their heads off. Yeah. Kids are asleep. Yeah, big up. But yeah, that's where it's at, people. That's the video. 1970s. Yeah.
I'm working. The name is not 100% set, but I'm thinking about Tactical Devils. I think that will be representative of what we are going to do.
Yeah.
It will be shows like this. The tactical board will be a big role of the show. Maybe
you should call them Devil's Tacticos.
Yeah, that's
the Devil's Tacticos or Devil's Tacticos.
Yeah.
I think you have to gonna go something slightly tacticos,
Tacticos, yeah.
Tacticos, yeah.
And if you have any good suggestions, leave them in the non-live section after the show, because I'm open for suggestions. It's a work in progress, but in a couple of weeks, hopefully, when we start again after the international break,
it'll be live. And people, honestly, I'm gonna be telling you every day after every show to go and fucking subscribe to that channel. I'll be one of the first people to put that on. Subscribe.
Yes.
And I'll be tuning in. Yeah, Stu, brilliant. Stu used to be a professional footballer. Those of you who don't know, Jarvis's mate.
Stu Woolley,
yeah,
fantastic guy.
Footballer. Yeah, he's a coach as well, isn't he? Does he coach now? Yeah, he's a coach.
Well, we still plays the game at the
he plays football still,
50. Men over 50 football. But he plays with a lot of decent guys, ex-pros and stuff like that. So it's still a high level for an old guy. Sorry, Stu. I'm not calling you old, but...
You're old, Stu! Just like us. No,
just like us,
Harry Amos, Whitley, Ahmad Diallo would look to use these tools. New manager, don't over worry the old guards. I do think, I'm not lying to you, the Lucky Singh is a bot. Big up to Lucky Singh, though. I appreciate it. Big up. That's it. Never gonna give you. That's it. The channel should be called "Never Gonna Give You Up Tacticos." Never give up the tacticos. What? Never give up the tacticos?
Yeah.
Never give up the tacticos. Yeah.
Intro music.
Never gonna
give.
Never gonna give. The beat goes. Never gonna give. Never gonna give you up.
Never gonna let you down.
There you go. Get Stu to play in a Serie A. You'll be the best player there.
Yeah.
Big up, people. Listen, please smash a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel. You had a bit of fun. We've had a bit of a breakdown. Very good show. I really enjoyed the show tonight. And we'll still hopefully keep the, Tuesday night as the tacticals of the game, where we drill down into the tactics, what was happening in games. We'll still be doing that. More people are invited. But yeah, it's not like a debate going back and forward. It's more about, this is what I saw. This is what did you see? This, did you see that? That's what it's going to be. Tuesday nights, people. So get involved. Love and light, people. But first we say, Free Palestine. I'd like to thank Jarvis.
It's a pleasure.
And thank everybody who got involved tonight. Let's one more look at the amount of, let me see how many likes we've got on the video. We've had, one time we had over nearly 300 people in the chat, Jarvis. But it is what it is in the room.
170 likes. So guys, after the show, if you're watching it, smash a like, help out the channel. Yeah, let's get to 200 likes, people. But yeah, big up to Jarvis for coming on, and big up to all of you. Free Palestine, free Lebanon, F Zionism, fuck the imperialists, fuck the colonizers. Big up to all the peace-loving, human-loving people in the world, nature-loving people in the world, natural-loving people in the world.
Big up to all of those people. But we absolutely, whether it's locally, internationally, or globally, we stand in solidarity with people, not because of their gender, whether there's gender violence, whether there is homophobia, transphobia, whether there is ethnicity, race, creed, color, whether it is religious, we stand with everybody to be their full human and authentic selves. So big up to everybody. Fuck the corrupt refs as well. Mel, 100% Jarvis. I think we're going to do a show, and fuck the BBC world there. Big up Gary Lineker. At least on Gaza, he was like, Israel should be kicked out of fucking competitions. Big up to him. Fuck the BBC world be there as well. Big up. We'll only be free when we make ourselves be free. Yeah. But systems also, governments do oppress people, Pete. They do. Locally, globally, they do oppress people. So, yeah. And we always say we believe in the freedom of speech. I have every right to be offended and to answer back what you said, but I respect your right to say what you said, because always it's the minorities or the smaller groups who get suppressed. If you go along and say, yes, we need no free speech and suppression of speech, then you as a minority you will get it the most. You will be silenced the most. So that's why we never go with people who say, yeah. Solidarity and love to our friend Windy. I know that Trump is a part of the American fabric. The system was always going to produce a monster like Trump. And the Democrats, I'm afraid, they're neoliberalist. You know what I mean? That's what they are. Their corporate ideology was never going to save. The person that they should have had, if you're going to have a right-wing populist, you need to get a proper left-wing populist like Bernie Sanders to oppose him. But solidarity with the people who are fearing for their lives, solidarity with women and all of the minorities in the US. But fuck the Democratic Party. Fuck their corporate fucking liberalism. Fuck their plan. Not at least getting beat by a fucking talk show host. They're getting beat by a guy who speaks very vulgar. Well, this is what it is. Yeah. Big up to everybody. Love and light, Windy. Look after yourselves. Take care. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Free Palestine, free Tigray, free Sudan, free Haiti, free Ogaden, free anywhere where people are oppressed. Fuck the colonizers. Fuck the imperialists. Big up all the peace-loving people in the world who are fighting and resisting for and looking for liberation. Love. Good night. Jarvis and Stu, Tacticos. Give it up for the Tacticos. It's coming very soon. Peace. Take care, people.
Peace.